you can even ask. All right. So Daksh will start us up, and Muskan, continue, please.
Hello all, so let's begin with the workshop. I hope you are all fine. So we will revise all the topics we have covered till now. After revision, you can ask your doubts and you will be given an e-certificate for a simple test. First topic is variables. In simple language, variables are containers for storing data values. You can save integers, strings, floats, lists, dictionaries, etc. So let's see the demonstration.
Here it is. The demonstration is being shown. I have printed John as well as my name uh, in front of them. You can see. So let's move on and let's begin with rule of assigning variables.
So there are some quick rules to assign variables. The variable should not start with any number or special character. Variable should not contain any keywords. Variables are case sensitive, like name in capital and name in small are different. Variables should
I will
only
ask Mr.
and Daksh.
Sorry, Muskan, I could not hear you, so I just interrupted you. You can continue.
Okay, uh, I'll repeat. So there are some quick rules to assign variables. The variable should not start with any number or special character. Variable should not contain any keyword. Variables are case sensitive, like name in capital and name in short letters are different. Variables should only contain alphabets. Conditional executions. Boolean represents one of the two values, that is true or false. In programming, it is often asked if the expression is true or false. There are some operators too. The first operator means not equals to, the second operator means greater or less than, the third operator means less than or equals to, the fourth operator means greater than or equals to, the fifth operator means is, that is same as, sixth operator is not, that is not same as, and the seventh operator means equals to. Now Hardik will continue.
Thanks, Muskan. So if, else, and elif, they are known as conditional statements because they represent various conditions that represents the primary condition that may be applied, which may be let's say if true, or if greater than or less than, if equal to, etc. Else falls into the category where the equation is not satisfied by the value that we are inputting, and so when it is not satisfied, we'll have to complete a code, and else is for that reason. Elif is a combination of both these codes, so you can use it between if and else, and it can represent a secondary condition inside the code. Nested conditions are when you nest different used to represent multiple equations or multiple satisfiable condition, and can help us satisfy various reasons. So try and accept. Try and accept is more or less like if and else. It can be used to catch errors that will not be catched if we were not to use it. So you can intend it and you can use it to intend. They are usually used in a pair. So if you use only try or only accept, it will not work. And you can. It is primarily used for a traceback in the code. Moving on, and Daksh will now show you how to use various of these programs.
So let me continue from now. I'll show you the Boolean. Sorry for the glitch. I hope you can see. I'll show you the Boolean exercise. In this, I've made a small calculator. first, second, and operator are just the variables. Try and accept I have used inside this, so that anything that may blow up is put inside try and accept, so that it does not require any other kind of uh, traceback which may upset your customer. So INT, I'll explain you afterwards, and be sure that after you have written try and accept, you should also write quit, because if you do not write quit, the code will just continue and will show the traceback that we are trying to update. So if operate, I have used if, elif, and else. I have chosen operator. If operator is plus, then you may add the other ones. If operator is minus, you may subtract the other ones. If the operator is asterisk, you may just multiply them. If the operator is slash, you may divide it. Else, you shall print that no other program is written for that operator. So let me show you with some of the simple examples. So first of all, I write 2 and 3. I may choose asterisk here. So it will just multiply that. You can see 2 into 3 is 6, and it has multiplied successfully. Now I'll show you the functions part. I would like Hardik to continue with functions, and later I will show you the demonstration of others.
Sure. So the functions are usually inbuilt programs into Python that can be used to simplify a task that would have been very hard to do or very lengthy to do when using normal code in a daily manner. So the three examples given here are of int, which is integer, float, which is the float number type, and str, which is string. So integers are denoted by the int, and when you input any value of a different type, which may be a float or an integer. We have shown a float here, but it can also be used by a numeric integer. So let's say you input 7.0 here, and if you input it into the int function, it will return a value of 7, which is purely integer form. The same more or less goes with float, the only difference being that if you enter a numeric string or a integer number, you will get the output of 45.0 in this case, which is a float. The string system is pretty simple also. You just enter any number, either a float or an integer, you'll get the answer as a string. The max function, on the other side, provides that with the maximum value in a numerical list, and the minimum function is just the opposite, in the sense that it provides the minimum value in a numerical list. Now, Daksh, let's get to some examples.
Now I shall take over. Now we shall look upon the functions demonstration. This is def. Def is used to just have some your own kind of function. You guessed it right. That you listen that right. We can make our own functions from def. So you can see I have made a small function here, and I have also used if and else. If you just remove this line that I have written in the last, that is calling the function. If you don't call the function, it will not have any sense because it will not work. So then it's sure that you have to call the function first. I'll call it, and you'll see the magic. I'll enter the number 1. You can see it prints out, hey, this is me a function. So now let's move on towards the string. Uh, I shall show you the demonstration of string after I have shown you, explain you file. So string is very simple. In string, you can see I have written Python inside single quote. A string is a character that can be represented inside double quotes or inside the single quote. So anything that is written inside the double quotes and single quotes is called to be integer. If you write any kind of float, list, etc., then it will be converted to in list only. Sorry, in string only. So there are some kind of indexes of a letter inside a string. Index is just a place of a word that is inside the word letter. So for example, you can see P, it has an index of 0. So the starting letter uh, has a 0 index, and it moves on. Then Y is 1, and so on. Now you can see I have sliced this. Slicing is very easy. You just have to write the you just have to make one more variable. Then you have to write the earlier variable in which you have written the uh, string, and you have to write the index. From that you have to start, and the index you have to end. You just have to plus one it and write it. For example, you want to print just till oh, so it is zero. It is one, two, three, and four. It is four. So if I want to just print it till O, then I have to write five here because I have to make a plus one because string sizes takes one more argument so that it ends before. So now let's see the demonstration. You can see it prints out YTHO and it has been extracted. Now let's move on towards the file. File has a handle that has four syntax uh, that are uh, read, open, write, and close. Open just opens the file. Read reads the file. Write writes the file, and closes the file. Here you can see this is I have used open. Here now let's see the string demonstration first before you see the files demonstration. Here I have used open and for loop, and this is if not the conditional statement. Continue that I'll explain you in the iteration part. So now let's move on. You can see there is some extra gap. So how can we remove this extra gap? We can just remove this extra gap by just using dot r strip. Anything that have a dot notation and is a function, it is called method. So dot r strip is just a method. Now I shall show you. We can see the extra gap has been removed. So those extra gaps were because print had some new lines in it. So I shall explain you the iterations part. Here in iterations, here in iterations, there are two loops, that is while and for loop. While ends whenever the conditions end. Whenever the condition goes false. For example, here if this reaches 41, it will not run. Or at simply 40, it will not run because it will go is equals to. So it will print done after 39. So in this while loop, it ends whenever the true and true converts into false. Whenever the condition goes false. So for ends whenever the items goes off. It means items are ended. For example, it loops Muskan and it ends and it takes the list as its argument. So when it loops three times, so Daksh, Hardik, Muskan, and it will end. Now let's see the demonstration. You can see 1, 2, 3, 4 till 39 and it prints done, and then Daksh, Hardik, Muskan, happy workshop. Now I shall explain you about continue. Continue is a program that continues your uh, here you can see uh, if that line doesn't start with from, it will just go up again. It's not compulsory that you write dot start with, but when you write continue, it will just move upon on the starting of the loop and breaks the loop and goes outside the loop and ends the loop. So now let's move on to the next topic, which will be taken up by Hardik. Its list. I will request Hardik to continue from it.
Sure. Thanks, Daksh. List is just a sequence of values which can be in any form. They may be strings, they may be numbers, they may be booleans. They are also non-strings, non-lists, and they also may be dictionaries inside a list and a list inside a list. It is pretty complex and can be pretty complex. So let's say you want to add a value to a list. You can do that by using the dot append and dot extend methods. So just write dot append parentheses and add the value that you want to. Then you can delete it using dot pop and dot remove. It is basically the same thing. Rather than dot append and dot extend, you just have to write dot pop or dot remove. The del function does the same thing. What you have to do is write del, which is the keyword, then write the list and write the index of the value that you want to remove. Then for sorting values in numeric or ascending, descending, or alphabetical order, you'll just have to use the dot sort method. And as previously told, max, len, min, sum functions just give the maximum values, the length of the list, the minimum values, and the sum of all the numerical values in the list respectively. The other methods also include dot split and dot joint, and dot split and dot join, and they can use to be joined to different lists that are stored in different variables. Lastly, you can create a list rather than declaring it using square brackets by using the list function. So Daksh will show you some examples. Go ahead, Daksh.
Sure, I am taking over. Let's move on to the list. Here you can see this del. I have chosen this list as my variable, and I have written square brackets, and inside that I have used my index. So it will remove this three. Now let's see the demonstration. You can see the three is moved. You can see that I have used a list inside a list. You can add as many data as you want inside a list. Now, I would like Hardik to continue over the last topic, that is dictionary.
Okay, so dictionaries are basically a very interesting part of Python. They can be used to declare key value pairs, key being the string or the number that we want to associate a value with. They may be a name age factor, like name may be the key while age may be the value. And you can get the value by using the key from a method known as the hash table. And Daksh can show you how to use it. Go ahead, Daksh.
So I may continue from here. This this ends up. So let's see the dictionary. You can see I have made a dictionary inside the curly brackets, and this is the hash table in which I have written the name of the variable in which I have stored dictionary, and this is Hardik. So Hardik is just a key, and Pythonese is just a variable I have stored inside the key. Sorry, key, that is Hardik. And you may get different output, not exactly different, but the order will be different because dictionary does not support any kind of order, so you cannot use sort method inside a dictionary. You can see that Pythonese has been printed out. In this you will not get any kind of any different thing, but if I print this dictionary out of that, you might get a different thing. So you can see. Now I shall just request you all that if you have any other kind of suggestion for us, any other kind of suggestion that we are going bad and we shall move towards a new teaching idea, you can tell us now. Any doubts, if you all have, just say no or yes inside this chat box so that we know. If you don't have, if you don't have, so we shall continue over the workshop. Please tell us. No doubts. So any other kind of you want to give any suggestions or that or anything sort of that? Please answer. I think so. No other suggestions. Still, we will ask the suggestions after the Google form. So I will request Muskan to give you the Google form. The person that will go 10 out of 10 in the Google form will get a special certificate from us. So try hard to get 10 out of 10. So let's wait for Muskan to upload that.
Yes, I've
I
shared.
think so. She has uploaded. So you can just continue from here and try to get 10 out of 10. I will request Muskan to just check up the different responses that are arriving. If he could screen share or I shall screen share.
I'm just screen sharing.
Okay, no problem.
I hope it's visible.
Yeah, it's visible. Any responses?
Not yet.
I think so. That was me. I'm because I just checked.
Uh,
That's me. That's me. I think so. You shall move towards summary if it shows there. The first option. First option. Yeah, it's easy to access it. Don't
no
scroll down
responses.
now. They will get the answer. Just don't scroll down. They will get the answer. Uh, just scroll up. Yeah. Thanks.
No new responses.
I think what you can do is we can just go on with the meeting till 4:35, and then we can ask them to complete it on their own. I think then we can send the certificates on the emails of the participants. Is that all
Okay.
right?
Yeah. Thanks. Thanks for your suggestion, Hardik. So I shall ask last time that is there any kind of suggestion you want to give? I'll just wait for 1 minute more and we shall end this meeting and you will be getting your certificate mailed at your email that you will be giving to us.
It's a really simple test. Please try if you can do right now.
It's very simple. It's very simple. It's very simple. You can just copy the link now. We have tried to make it simple as we can.
Now we got a new response.
Yeah,
Should I
that's
stop
Yatharth.
screen share for just a second?
Yatharth, do you have any problem in sharing at YouTube or not? If you can unmute, if you have any kind of problem in showing this on YouTube.
I think it would be better if we don't share everyone's scores.
Okay, no problem, no problem. You will be getting your uh, email. You will be getting your certificate on email. Can I just talk to you for a moment?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, how was this workshop? Was this nice for you? Did you get any help from this workshop?
Very much help, but still a lot left to understand.
Yeah, we have just
Yeah,
covered up the summary here so that we have small times.
the workshop was really helpful in completing my basics of Python, and I think it would be helpful.
So any other suggestion you have for our group that we might change our strategy or any other thing you want from us?
Your work,
I
your
guess you guys
workshop,
should keep your videos on. Like it would make the interaction, like the session more interactive.
Okay, okay.
Yes.
We'll talk about that in our personal meetings, and we shall let you know the thing. So, how many responses have we got yet, Muskan? Can I know?
I think I just checked right now. It's one only. I'll check again.
Okay, no
Uh,
problem, no
it's three. Means one more.
problem. Okay,
Should I send the certificates right now? They'll tell us if they received.
yeah, you can send the certificate.
Huh.
So, can you tell me who has just sent so that I can interact with them?
Yatharth and Anshika.
Anshika, can I just know if this was helpful to you, or and any other suggestion you want to give to us for our
Yes,
future?
it was helpful to me.
Okay, thank you. Any other suggestion that we shall keep our video on other than that?
You can just explain more.
Uh, can you just repeat? I could not hear you.
You can, instead of briefing us, you can just explain more and give some more examples to us.
Okay, okay. Do you want some more examples as well? Now, I can show you any other example if you want. In any other topic you can choose and ask a doubt. Even database you can choose and ask. No problem. So please tell us what do you want now so that I can just keep you at the moment. So let me show you more in list that the things inside list. Let me show you all. Just a second, I'll complete my thing and I'll show you the list.
Anshika, I've mailed you the certificate. Please check and tell.
Okay. Yes, I have received the certificate.
Okay.
So I will just show you another thing. It's very easy. I'll show you just that is top. If you can see my screen, you may tell us. I'll make a small list. And it will be a lot. And if you can also contact us through our mail, you have our mails, and you can ask for uh, any other meeting with us personally. We can surely help you with that. And you can ask as many doubt as you can inside text, inside the mail, and inside the comment box. So I'm just popping out. So p.pop, and I'm
Yatharth,
just
I
trying
mailed you the
a blank.
certificate. Just check, please.
Yeah, you
Okay.
can see. I hope so. Anshika, I'll just print it. You can see that Muskan has been popped out, and I'll just show you the final thing. You can see Daksh Hardik has been left. So I hope this was useful for you. If you want any other kind of thing, uh, and if you wish to have other knowledge from us, you can just mail us and we will be having a meeting with you, and we'll just, if you are comfortable, we'll just record it and post it in on the YouTube. So Anshika, was that okay with you? May I have a response
Yeah.
now? So you can just mail us any meeting if you want from us, then we shall talk to you then.
Sure.
Yatharth, I received your
Okay.
response on mail, and Kashish, we have mailed you the certificate. Please check.
Okay, I'm just checking.
So Kashish, was this useful for you or not?
Yes, it was. I look forward to your YouTube videos. I've watched them, but you know what? I just have to download the app and then basically I'll get more into it.
No, there's no other app for our. You just have to look
Like
for the
I need to
YouTube.
download the software, right? So that even I could
Yeah,
practice.
yeah,
If I'm
yeah.
just
We have
gaining
made a
knowledge and
video.
not.
We have made the video. Our second video was based on that. How to
Installing
download
PyCharm.
PyCharm.
Oh,
Yes,
okay. Then
how
I'll
to
look
install
it.
it.
I'll look into it.
Yeah. Yeah, you can look towards that, and you shall see more videos that are upcoming. And as soon as this Python, more of Python has been ended, we will try to have a meeting at that point for giving you the certificate as well. If not, then we will continue with the HTML, and later we'll tell your plans. So, Kashis, was that any other suggestions you want to give in um, in our teaching method, or any other thing you want to tell about
It was good. I
any?
told just keep your videos on. Like I guess I would personally connect better if the videos will be.
Okay, no problem. We'll have a discussion about that in a personal meeting, and and okay, we'll just have some personal meeting and come over that. So I think everyone has got their e-certificates. So we shall end this meeting now if everyone is comfortable.
Lakshay, I think the participants can leave. We don't need to end right now.
Okay, okay. So I shall request you to end the recording as well, and